anyway, yeah, my name's Sujan, and 8 months ago I had pretty much no experience with coding or anything really. And this is kind of basically the story of my journey from going there to pretty much a release in about 8 months. I originally sort of started as a chef for about a few years, so I was kind of working hospitality for a while. But I kind of got fed up with the job, and I kind of had a bit of drive that told me to kind of quit it. I had a busy month. I just passed the mid-20s. I just wanted to make games, man. So I saved up a bit of money, I resigned, and I returned back to London. Of course, I also had a ticket to Book of Mormon. I didn't really want to miss that. Which kind of helps. So yeah, when I got back to London in about August, I went to the London Indie Pub Night, and I met for the first time living, breathing indies. I've never actually seen indies before, so it's quite a new experience for me. I could talk, and I loved it because I could talk forever about games, which was amazing. I loved it. I came back realising that actually I didn't really know much as well. I basically was an ideas man. I was one of those familiar ideas men you hear about. I was just talking about a game about circles. It could have been pretty much anything. And yeah, at which point I looked for game engines and I found a game engine called Construct 2, which dealt in no code, which is something up my street. And I made this little thing, which looks quite technical, but really doesn't actually work properly. It was just kind of animated nice. But yeah, it was inspired by Lumines and Gunpy, which are kind of like two puzzle games which you find on portable devices. And they were kind of audio-visual, and the rotaries turn around and you sort of connect end-to-end things. But there came a point when I got stuck for about 2 weeks on a problem, and I just could not figure it out, and there was no way around it. I was pretty much blagging with visuals at that point, so I needed to learn codes. And a few indies suggested Code Academy, and I sort of basically learned a bit of HTML, a bit of CSS, and a bit of Java, and JavaScript, more rather. And I followed a nice tutorial on the ever popular YouTube, and yeah, pretty much the first coded thing was this thing. Yeah. Bit crap, but it's kind of a first kind of foray into the whole coding gig. But yeah, I just realised that I was really enjoying the experience. I mean, it was really nice. I mean, making the whole game from scratch, it was just so much fun. I was confused about what I was wanting to do before, and I thought I wanted to be an artist, but I sort of realised I could do everything. I could do the coding, the art, the music, everything I wanted to do, which was brilliant. It was so satisfying, kind of making things work. So yeah, after much things that happened, I went to Unity. After many indie said, use Unity. And I found there's a nice balance between code and visual that I really liked. So I followed that set of tutorials, made this, and changed a few textures, maybe a bit of physics or something. Just tweaks with already existing stuff. I went to GameHack in November as an artist. That was kind of a nice moment in my life. Basically, I made a game with about 7 other people, and it fell apart completely. A team was too big, goal was too ambitious. It fell apart on stage in the worst possible way. So right at the end, I was just kind of thinking, okay, I'm pretty desperate to complete something now. So I entered Ludum Dare in December, and I came up with this sort of little thing in uni. This is the first thing I sort of created originally. It had a start, middle, and end. It was 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds, things disappear. And then you've got to kind of get as high as you can and last as long as you can. Those sort of random ladders of movement, which I'm quite proud of. Then I had a sort of idea while someone was talking about dimensions. I sort of thought for some reason, has anyone done anything one-dimensional? Really, has anyone done anything one-dimensional out there? And, it might be because I was thinking of Pong or something, but after an hour I thought about this thing. And I had an idea, and I sort of made a prototype. And it kind of looks like this. This is about 2 weeks afterwards, but it kind of shows the same kind of concept. Which was, pretty much shows what it was. So you move left and right along the screen, and the barriers which come out, they move left and right as well, and you've got to avoid them. The red zones around it kind of show you what's unsafe, so you can kind of move around that area. And then I just realised, I just hit the idea which I could possibly finish. This could be the one I could actually finish off. It needed a bit of 2D aesthetics, because 1D was quite tricky to kind of teach people how to play the thing. I wanted audio visuals in it too, because I just wanted it so badly. I played lots of Lumines and lots of White Hot Zone modes. So yeah, I added a timer at the back, which is kind of better. I added a spectrum analyzer, so you got low frequencies up to high. Added maybe a new skin or two, which is quite fun. And this is kind of Lumines Wipeout Zone inspired, pretty much. I just love that stuff. And on the next one, which will come up very, yeah, there we go. It was I found that something was kind of missing. And it was, I wanted to put score in the game. So I thought of a near-miss kind of scoring system, because you die by crashing the barriers and it adds a bit of risk and reward. So inspired by Burnout and sort of Need Speed Underground kind of drift modes, taking up score. I put that in, and this was kind of I just wanted to mention a few things that helped during that process. Playtesting, wow, it was really, really important to make this thing the thing it was. I've got loads of bugs tested and all that kind of thing. And also, teaching a player is extremely difficult. Really difficult. It's one of the hardest things you can do, so it really helps out with that. And also, coding Messi was pretty good. Optimize later. Also, during crunch time, finish the damn game. Just forget about all your features and just kind of put your tweaks list down at the end. There's always updates for new features, and also promote your game like 2 weeks before, because it's much easier later on when the game actually comes out that you've got your websites and everything set up, as I kind of learned. And after release you might feel a few blues from like little low sales or something, but don't worry, just keep on marketing your stuff. It's the same kind of job. It's like, well, no, it's a completely different job, I'll lie. But it might feel cold, but keep on marketing. And also, when you hear of the long tail, kind of like big at the top and then kind of goes down, Stegosaurus tail. It keeps you optimistic. Kind of spikes in the tail rather than you get loads of cells and those kind of areas. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for listening. I'd like to thank all the London Indies who helped me making this game. You know, they've been awesome. And yeah, there we go.